So, Eleanor, what are we doing today?
We're going to the library.
Yes. What else?
Yeah, gonna do a video.
We are going to check out schools for you.
Yeah.
So, are you excited?
Yes.
All right. We'll have 2 schools to check out today, and I'll come back with feedbacks as I go. All right. My diary starts here. See you guys soon.
Learning.
Hi guys, so I'm just gonna do a quick one. Still on the tour diary session. I earlier stated that we're starting our tour today at 9:30, and I had to take my daughter for this tour. So we toured 2 schools, and what an eye-opener for me. This is like a culture shock. Back home, I don't think my mom did a tour to put me in a school, and I don't think she had to ask so many questions or be shown what the school is about and what their programs are like. So for me, I'm actually learning anew, and I learned a lot today. The first school we went to, they had a big group, and immediately we were separated into 3 groups, and we met the principal, and we met 4, should I say, they were students, and I would call them ambassadors for the school because they did amazing. I met this young guy who was very articulate, very eloquent, and he sold his school. And I am now sort of leaning to that school. I've got 3 more tours to do, so I'm not going to make any decision just yet until I go through the other schools before I decide on where my daughter will be best fitted. So this school have got lots in their curriculum. They've got I don't know if it's MLS or something. It's a program that has to do with sensory and motor skills. They've got art and visual arts. They've got Japanese incorporated in their learning program, but it's not embedded in the school curriculum, so it's just something that they need to learn. And they've got of course literacy and numeracy as part of the curriculum. They've got science, they've got well-being, which is what I like, and they've got something called incursion. Incursion is part of the well-being component of it, where kids just go and just relax, and we got to see the oval playground. They got a kitchen where they teach the kids in fact, it's a process from growing your food to then preparing your food, eating, and cleaning up after you. So the process just teaches these children, how food is made and how food is grown, how food is prepared, and what happens to your waste, to the leftover that you don't eat. It goes back into the soil as compost, or it can be recycled. It was such a learning curve for me. I loved that process, and I feel like Eleanor is going to find that very, very interesting. She likes to cook. She likes the process of shopping, and so having a garden, like a little garden to start off your process, it's a good way for me. The next thing you can tell I'm in a library because I want to pick up books. The next thing the before and after school program is a no-brainer. I did ask. I think in my group I was literally I was the only one that was asking questions. I wanted to know more about what the school is doing with regards to inclusivity, because I'm multicultural, and so I wanted to know what if any barriers there are. And the student, I don't want to call his name for privacy reasons, actually gave me the best answer, and I was so impressed. And I think my next question was about managing conflict in terms of bullying, and they have got no issues with bullying in the school. The next question I asked was about the curriculum. I also asked about having how is Japanese embedded in the curriculum, because I did not want my daughter to learn maths or English in Japanese, because that will set her back when she goes to high school. I also asked about what impact, if any, they learned from the pandemic, because now we all, we're all raising pandemic babies, and there's now the post-pandemic era for kids, which will be my kids going to school after the pandemic. So I wanted to know what, if any, changes they have incorporated in their curriculum, and how better prepared they are to manage future pandemic. I know the government, the Victorian government, has assured parents that for future pandemics there are going to be plans put in place where kids are not going to be made to stay home to learn. And I also asked this ambassador, how the pandemic impacted him emotionally and mentally, because he had to learn remotely. And he answered that he did struggle, but he got his parents and he got his elder brother as a support system, as well as the teachers coming on once every now and then to just check in with them. So yeah, that's that. There's one more question that I asked, because it was as the principal or the teacher was talking, I was just getting my questions in there. I wanted to know about the before and after school program, which was very important to me, because I'm a full-time mom and we work very long hours. So they have a system that's catered to that, although there's a company that comes in to the school to run the program, which I don't mind, provided they have the program. And so that is what I was looking for. They also have a program that teaches the children how to read. And the one question I asked, because they said the class is divided into 4, prep class is divided into 4, and so I wanted to know how the kids are placed in this class. And they did say that they do have a system where they do like a numeracy and literacy test, and that tells them or gives them an idea of where each kid is at, and that then gives them the information to be able to place these kids, and as well as the kindergarten they're coming from, because again, your childcare kindergarten is going to play a major part to your kids' prep year. And so they would also have to liaise with your child's kindergarten in order to get more information about your child, where they are at and how ready they are, and also friends that are coming from that kindergarten. Are they better suited to be in the same group, or are they better off being separated? So these were the number of things that I learned. And I learned it actually from the first school I went on tour. The second school I went on tour, it was just me and the principal, and they have similar curriculum, but I think there was just a little bit when it comes to segregating or separating these kids into classes. They don't have a system in place. Basically, they are not about and trying to find out, or they're not about promoting who is perfect or who is at this level. They're just going to take them all equal and just get them in. But they would also take into consideration the childcare or the kindergarten kids are coming from, and the friends they've made, if they want to have those friends in their class. So that again was also comforting to know that while one had a system, this one said we're going to be fluid about the selection process. So it was an eye-opener for me. They had again the same MLS or MOLs program, which is the sensory theme going, and they also had visual and performing art. And while the other school they were very involved in their visual and performing art program, this one not so much. And Eleonora was a bit stimulated in this particular school because it was just recess time, and so the kids were out and about. She was more than happy to run into the playground to play. And so this where my mind is made up, but I am looking at going to the other 3 before I eventually decide what I want to do and where we want to be. So I'm going to try and get my daughter to ask her to tell me which school she likes best. So Eleonora, from the school tour that we did, what school did you like best? Which one did you like best? And look at the camera. Which one did you like?
What that you want? The one that we, the library.
The one that had the library.
Yeah.
That's the one you like.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Did I forget? We did go to the school library for the second school we went to,
Mommy.
and she literally liked the books in the
Mommy.
library. Again, she loves to,
Mommy.
she loves books.
Mommy.
I'm going to update you as I go with these tours, and a little bit distracted at the moment. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Stay safe and bye.